Okay, so hello everyone. This is Ashutosh Yadav, Creative Director of Designer Monkey Private Limited, and today we are back again with our new session, which is our fourth episode. And today we are talking about sales and marketing automation. And again, we have Mr. Yogesh Udgire, the owner and director of Digital Transformation Academy. Let's welcome him and let's start our session.
Hi Ashutosh. Hello everyone. Excited, delighted to be again with you to speak, share my experiences, wisdom on sales and marketing automation. Yes, Ashutosh.
So today we have discussed to take a lot of topics, really amazing topics, so that you can actually benefit directly. Let's start with what exactly is our topic: sales and marketing automation. So we have all heard about sales and marketing and what's the difference between sales and marketing. But what exactly is automation?
Okay, good. So whenever there are repetitive tasks which are done, so those repetitive tasks which are done by the machines or the software is called as automation in simplest terms. So to automate means to make it automatic, to let it go on its own. So without any intervention. And that doesn't mean it is perpetual, but we need to be there. But the intervention is not there. So we can intervene also, but the task can go on automatically. So automation is whenever there are repetitive tasks that are happening, those repetitive tasks can be given outsourced to the machine and the machine will take care of itself. So it can be a software or it can be a hardware or a combination of these two. So in simplistic term, that is automation.
Okay, that's really fantastic, and I have actually prepared some of the questions for you so that our viewers can understand all and everything in very step by step and focused manner. So, first question is why is sales and marketing automation necessary for business to survive and thrive?
Okay. So, Ashutosh, there are two aspects. One is we need to understand most of the people confuse between sales and marketing. So, marketing is that which brings the customer to your doorsteps. So,
Okay.
the doorstep can be a physical doorstep or a virtual doorstep. So, it can be an app or a website or a social media platform, doesn't matter. So, bringing customers from wherever he or she is to your doorsteps is a part of that domain, which whatever is involved is called as marketing. Once the customer is there, converting that customer to buy your product or service is a sales job. So, these are the two aspects broadly. And these two aspects, because of the advent of technology, have grown and in depth, in height, in width, in all aspects to a huge extent. So, Ashutosh, why sales and marketing automation is necessary? I would share one of the reports which was prepared by one Harvard University and others also, wherein they started stated that the research stated that almost 56% of the businesses they fail in the first year of their inception. And these 56% businesses which fail in the first year of inception, the major thing was first was due to a poor product market fit. Product market fit means the product or the service which is there, does it fit the requirements of the customers in the marketplace? So that is called as product market fit. So 34% of the businesses they had poor product market fit. Second is the wrong marketing strategies. So, Ashutosh, now this was very startling for me. 56% of the business failing just due to the sales and marketing aspects. And if somehow we can enhance those, life would be awesome for those 56% businesses which fail because anyway they are working out in creating a better society. So, why sales and marketing automation is required? The first reason is because sales and marketing automation not only will enhance or increase this percentage of business failing, but also it will reduce down the pressure, the monotonous task, the anxiety which is there to a very big extent. So monitoring, doing business happily, in a delightful manner is what is the task of the sales and marketing automation. So that's why sales and marketing automation is required, Ashutosh.
Okay, very nice. मतलब, we literally actually understood why it's required to survive, at the same time to thrive. So you talked about little bit in the field of increasing efficiency and productivity. What do you mean by that?
Okay. So, Ashutosh, irrespective of the business, irrespective of the size of the business or the type of the business, it can be a person who is selling tea, who is selling vegetables on the roadside, or it can be a government, or it can be an NGO, or it can be a spiritual organization, or it can be a big business conglomerate. Doesn't matter. So, irrespective of the business has to be in profit. So, the sole motive of the business is profit, because if the business can be on profit, that we call it as a revenue model.
Mhm.
So, for a business, Ashutosh, it has to have a good amount of product or the service at its disposal. And for that business, identifying which is the target market for them in that particular given geography. So the first task for a business is identifying the target group or the potential customers. People call it by different names. So first is that task. Second is also identify who are the competitors into that marketplace, and what is your USP, unique selling proposition, or UBP, they call it as unique branding proposition. So once you are ready with, now this part is called as marketing intelligence or market research, whatever you may call. So identification as well as knowing the customer's need, interest, challenges, expectations, pain, problems, whatever you may call it as. So what is it that is going to attract your customers is the content part of it. So the first aspect is attracting those people with your content.
You've actually sent me a small slide for me. Should I share on the screen?
Absolutely, Ashutosh, you can share that. So
Okay.
it's called as an inbound process, which is being prepared by HubSpot. It's one of the renowned companies. So you can share that also. So this slide, if you share with them, people will get a complete glance of it. So they will understand the entire process, and also they'll understand, they will be able to visualize why it is necessary and how it is going to be beneficial for us. Now, simple aspects is, Ashutosh, all of us are using WhatsApp. Why we are joining the groups, Ashutosh, you and me and many people out there? Because there are people who are there with a specific subject, specific topic, specific geography. So in a group, when we address, so we can reach out more people. The similar groups exist on Google, on Yahoo, on Facebook, on LinkedIn. So there are so it is reaching out to the maximum number of people. So is it possible, Ashutosh, to show that slide?
Yeah, it's
Or
on the screen actually.
Okay, good, Ashutosh. So fantastic. So the slide, people who are busy there, the slide must be visible to you. Now, in the slide, if you see, first part of the business is attracting those strangers, what we call it as potential customers. So, and it is the content that is going to attract. Now, in normal day parlance, if you see, all the people who are there, all the mithai shops or the bhajia shops or the samosa shops, they keep it things which are visible on the road. So the visibility is there. If you'll find most of the shops which are there in the more marketplace, so the marketplace was, and in the marketplace, if you see those shops which are selling clothes, they have all the glass facade, lights, all the models. So visibility is what matters for them. Same way, online visibility is what matters. So attracting the customer is the main problem. So earlier in the marketplace, crowded marketplace in the village, people shout, people show, people have something that is attract. So attracting our five senses is what matters. So that's the first function. Now, the second function is, once they are attracted, you have to convert them, converting them to leads. Leads means the potential visitor will tell his or her name, they'll share their contact details, they'll share their requirements. So, that process of person becoming a visitor to a lead. So, visitor is any person where you show an ad on the Facebook or a LinkedIn or a video, and then they come to your website, or they come to a place or your e-commerce store online. They are called as visitors. From visitors, you convert them, you make them leads. Once the leads are there, then your process starts, which we call as a follow-up process. follow processes. Okay, you will ask them, you will speak them, you will interact with them, you will negotiate with them. They'll ask you questions, and then those process will there, and then convert closing that to customers. Customer is when a person pays you the money. Now most of the people, they think they are customers of YouTube, they are customers of Facebook, they are customers of LinkedIn, but it's completely wrong. We are not the customers, we are not their customers, because we are not paying them anything. So customer is one who pays.
We
That
are
is
actually the product.
actually, that's right. So when you pay, so if you become a premium member of YouTube by paying money, then YouTube will not show any ads to you. Then you are paying every month to YouTube. It may be just 129 rupees per month. Then you become your YouTube customer. Till that, you are not a customer. You are a consumer. You are consuming that. That's there. And from that customer, delighting them becomes a big challenge. Most of the business currently don't know whether they are delighting their customers, whether they are satisfying the customer, or they are dissatisfying their customers. There are only three categories to that. And once you delight your customers, they become your brand ambassadors, they become your promoters. So Ashutosh, this image which is there, attracting, converting, closing, and delighting, for all these functions, it is currently very challenging for a single person to do all those things, irrespective of the size of the business. So there is no single person who can do the research, create ads, identify which platform the people will get attracted on WhatsApp, or they'll get attracted by emails, or they'll get attracted on LinkedIn or YouTube or Facebook, or direct marketing, or newspaper or TV or radio or hoarding, in number of things. So, Ashutosh, why sales and marketing automation is necessary? It is necessary because, irrespective of the person, what time he or she comes, wherever she comes, it is easy for people to give and monitor them. So, sales and marketing automation is necessary for us, what you rightly said, not just survive in this digital age, but to thrive also.
Okay, one question a lot of actually my clients have asked me um is what there as you said, there are lots and lots of platforms, and we are all confused where to actually focus and to do what exactly to which particular platform. So they always ask me which platform is hot yet, yeah, for which platform they need to focus right now.
Yeah, so most of the people get confused, and it is very evident. And most of the micro and small business owners, they get trapped into this. So they will focus on all the things. They'll have a website, they'll have a blog, they'll go on Facebook, they'll go on LinkedIn, they'll do all those of activities. But it is not at all necessary for you to go on all the channels. You should focus on where is your target customer. So where is your target customer? Where is your potential customer? So where is it that? So where is it means, I mean, whether they are online, you need to check it out. So there are ways and means wherein you can check it out. If they are on Google, you can find it out. It's possible. It requires a very good small amount of study which is there. Finding out who are the customers if they are there. Also find who are competitors in a geography which are there. So all the channels are not at all suitable to all of us. So there is no business which is which says that my customers are there on all platforms. I have worked with people, Ashutosh, only Google business. They have growing their business only with Google business, only just with one platform. There are some people who are just using business WhatsApp. There are people who are just using YouTube. There are just people who are just using an e-commerce store. That's all. There are people who are selling just on Amazon. They have nothing to do with others. Their store is existing only on Amazon. They're just selling on Amazon, or they're selling on Flipkart. So you can have your presence everywhere. That's secondary. But primarily, you need to identify where is your customer line. So there is a Pareto principle. Pareto principle says the 20% customers give you 80% of the business. So identify who are those 20% and where they are. So people who are running the businesses, they already know who is their customer, what is the characteristics of their customer, they can map. So it's called as customer mind mapping. Customer mind mapping is how does your customer think, who is your customer. If we go on the road, we can have a tea on a street shop for 5 rupees or 10 rupees. The same tea, if you go to a decent hotel, it will be maybe 30 rupees. If you go to a bigger hotel, maybe an AC room, it will be 50 rupees. If you go to cafe coffee day, it might be 200 bucks. If you go to a five-star hotel, it is 500 rupees. So in Mumbai, where I stay, Ashutosh, there are tea which are available on the same street from 10 rupees till 500 rupees. So there is option, there is a market for all of them, and it exists, and all of them are doing business. So you need to identify who is your target customer. And once that identification is there, it will be very easy for you to identify which platform they are there. Just focus on that one platform. Once you grow, then you can go on for other platforms also.
Yes, definitely. It's a nice principle where to focus and where to actually find your audience. Like you said about the Pareto principle, 80-20. 80% of our business comes from the 20% of effort we put in right particular direction. So first, if you guys are a startup, or if you guys are actually wanting to start something new or wanting to learn some new skills, so put your efforts in those 20% where 80% of the people are. That's a very nice thing. And but at the same time, there's a concept of omni-channel marketing, yeah, omni-channel positioning. What exactly is that?
Yeah, Ashutosh, currently what has happened is what is most necessary is that I should know how many times my customer is interacting with me. So omni-channel is nothing but a customer is visiting me physically at my office. Sometimes the customer comes on my YouTube channel. Sometimes the customer comes on my Facebook page. Sometimes on my LinkedIn page. Sometimes the customer calls me. So at all these places, as a business, can I know when the customer has come on which of my platform, and am I able to give the customer the same kind of experience and also enhance his experience at all the places. So these days a new trend has come, Ashutosh, that is called as personalized marketing. Personalized marketing is basically knowing the customer's specific requirement, getting related to the customer, and addressing that needs one on one. Now, this personalized marketing earlier it was not possible, but currently, due to the advent of technology, it is very much possible. So, omni channel is nothing but the multiple channels of visibility for the business and the customer experiencing the same thing wherever he or she is going. So that is called as omni-channel presence or omni-channel experience for the customer, Ashutosh.
Okay, we actually talk about having in our design business and branding business, we actually talk about social proof, creating a social proof. Is it something like that, like wherever in social media or in different platforms people go, it actually generates a subconscious proof that you are established, a proof that you are a professional and provide values and better than others? Is it like that?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So Ashutosh, social proofs. Now, suppose in your city, if you go to a when you are hungry, depending on the money that you have in your pocket, you find the restaurants. And also, it has been your experience over a period of time. So, which restaurant to go? So, I'll give you an example, Ashutosh. If there is a restaurant which is very good in looks, very jazzy, you get attracted towards it, and when you go inside, but you don't find the service very good. The food is good, the restaurant ambience is good, the exterior, everything is good, but the service is not good. We get disheartened. The second instance would be the service is good, the ambience is good, the food is not good. Also, maybe the food is also good, the ambience is good, the service is good, but it does not, you cannot afford that food consistently. So, Ashutosh, for a business, it is always necessary that all the conditions needs to be met. So, all this condition meeting, the social proof, what you're calling about is, it has been there since ages. See, the time business is there, marketing is there. So that though it got later the word marketing coined later, but since the advent of the business has been there since ages. And since business has been there, customers are there, the products and the services are also there. So the social proofs have always been there because there are businesses which are thriving. Now currently there are so many restaurants you'll find, Ashutosh. They are age old and they don't need any marketing, Ashutosh. But only thing that they need to do is, okay, what is it that the best I can do? And also look at, they should not get wiped out from the marketplace, because tomorrow if they get a competitor next to them who is better than them in the services, in the pricing, in the food quality, quantity, whatever is that, they get lost, they get out of business. So social proofs were there, currently are there, and will continue to be there. Simple example is, if a customer is dissatisfied, currently they go to social media. They will give you wrong reviews. Uh, They'll give you ratings which you may not like, and you have to deal. The businesses have to deal with that. So social proofs, in fact, in the digital age, are much more relevant. They are growing by leaps and bounds.
Really nice, really amazing. And you know, a lot of the times when we actually talk to our clients and their customers and how businesses behave, something peculiar and something very common I actually experience is that people often get confused with lots of technical jargons and the keywords. So I have prepared some list of keywords so that lots of the times it will be repeating, it will go into boundaries of some other explanation, because everything is interconnected in sales and marketing and in this particular field. So let's start with the first one: identification of potential buyers.
Yeah. So identification of potential buyer has two connotations. One is, if you are a new business, you need to really find out their need, their interest, their concern, their challenges, their expectations, their pains, and what pains they're having, what problems you're going to solve. Once you list down, you can find out. So it's a process, and there are a lot of videos which are there, Ashutosh, online, wherein one can find out. See, sales and marketing has become more of science. It's a combination of science and art, which people say. So, identification of customers is a very simple thing, but unnecessarily people make it complex. There are people who make it much more challenging, but it is not that at all challenging. It's so simple that a normal person with a normal background, who you need not have the sales or marketing acumen also, they can understand it. Simple thing like, Ashutosh, when you are buying a phone currently, people what they do is, they go and check it online. Okay, this is the X is the price, then they'll go into the shop and they'll check it out, and they'll tell the shopkeeper also, on Amazon mein to itne mein bech raha hai wo, why is it so? They'll negotiate with that. And if the price margin is not much, they'll buy it from the shop, Ashutosh. Why? Because that small amount they can bear. They're willing to pay extra, because if something happens to their mobile, they can go to the shop and repair it. That same kind of freedom is not there when they buy online. So identification of a customer is a simple process which you can follow. Anybody can do it based on those things which I told you. We call it as nice PP.
Okay, so we definitely need a lot of presentation and PowerPoint slide based of explanation, because you have lots of knowledge about it and lots of technical knowledge about it. But because we are talking face to face, lots of the things cannot be explained without a proper presentation. So we'll be doing that. Really amazing. And let's go with the next word. Next technical jargon. It's competition in your geography.
Okay. So for any business, there is always competition. So it won't be possible that you have the monopoly. Very few businesses do have the monopoly. And competition is always good, because competition is one thing which will keep you on the toes. So competition is nothing but people, businesses, those who are providing the same products and the services that you are providing. And it's good to be there. So you can learn from them. So there's a very new trend which we call it as a reverse engineering in the domain of marketing. Reverse engineering in the domain of marketing is, Look out for the competitors. What is it that they are doing? So keep learning from the competitors. What mistake they made, you need not do that. So that reverse engineering of competitors, what strategy has worked for them, what is it that they're doing, what kind of contents they have prepared, what kind of videos they have prepared, what kind of strategies they have done. It's easy for you. So competitors, in fact, you should be thankful to the competitors because a lot of learning is going to happen because of the competitors in your market.
Okay, so next one is business USP and UBP. I've heard about USP, but what is UBP?
Okay, so UBP is nothing but unique branding proposition. So whenever people hear the word Apple, so there it relates, it gives a certain kind of feeling, it gives a certain kind of thoughts. So unique branding proposition is nothing but the aroma, the aura which a brand carries with it itself. And that has been there consistently over a period of years. So it's not that you form a business and you have an UBP immediately. So unique branding proposition is consistently you are delighting your customers, most of your customers, not all of them if possible, but you're consistently delighting them, and it creates that kind of aura, that kind of thought process amongst the masses. See, most of the people have not used Mercedes Benz, but whenever they hear Mercedes Benz or BMW, the thoughts that they get and the feelings that they have. So it's a combination of those things which is there in the hearts and the minds of people. That is called as unique branding propositions. What is it that they are known for us? So people will continue to buy Apple. They know that Apple is mostly 3 to 4 times costly than the Android phones, but still they'll go for Apple because that is what his branding proposition is. Unique selling proposition is with regards to the product or service. Why is it that the customers will buy it? So are they going to buy because of your pricing or your positioning or your services? What is it? So you need to know, because if a business owner knows what is their USP and UBP, it is very good for them to differentiate in their marketing campaigns.
Okay, lead generation.
So lead generation is a process of putting some campaigns in the marketplace. So you may do WhatsApp marketing, you may do email marketing, you may do Facebook, or you may do hoarding newspaper, whatever you do. So once you do those campaigns, people who get attracted and people who respond to their campaigns. So lead generation is the process of attracting potential buyers to you. And then they reveal their name, their phone number, their email ID, and their requirements to you. So that process is called as a lead generation.
Okay, lead
So
generation is really important for any business. Literally,
absolutely.
it's a major thing, and you guys are having an amazing training centers also. So tell me a little bit about what exactly you teach your children so that they actually go out to the market for working for different companies, different customers, and helping them out for the lead generation.
So, Ashutosh, since we are into the domain of digital marketing, digital entrepreneurship, and digital transformation, so our training is different because it is not a theoretical training. So, theory constitutes just 5% of our work.
Okay.
95% of the work that we do is practical work. So when we teach lead generation, the student has to pick up a product or a service or a business. It's their choice. If they don't have, we give them. But they actually have to generate the leads. So it's not a theoretical concept for them. So lead generation is they need to study what kind of content to prepare. Should I prepare a video or should I prepare just an SMS or a WhatsApp message or an emailer? What kind of things, or a reel or a graphic image? What is it? Or an audio message? What is it that I need to do? So right from identifying the TG, preparing the content, running the campaigns, and ensuring that the leads are generated. So what we teach is the practical aspect of it, not a theoretical aspects of it. And that is there not only in our center but our franchisee centers as well.
Very nice, really. And after that, there is definitely conversion. After the lead generation, it becomes to the conversion. Little bit of insight. How exactly is conversion better in some aspects and worst in some aspects?
So Ashutosh, ultimately it is the money that matters at the end. So what is the intention is the we have the customer, the potential customer becomes a buyer. He buys our products and service. So conversion has been a big challenge for many business, and now that they are working, so there are some websites which are good in marketing, they get a lot of visitors, but when it comes to business, the business is not there. So it's like a mall. So people throng mall, but they do window shopping, the businesses does not happen. So if there are 100 people going on, how many people buy the product and services, how many people put in the money, and where is it that they put the money? So people going to the mall, are they going for purchasing the product services or watching the movies or window shopping, or the food is very good at the mall? What is it that is there? So conversion has been a big challenge, and based on the conversion, because of the advent of AI, artificial intelligence is helping a lot of businesses for conversion. So what is it? So are we bringing wrong customers? Are we attracting wrong customers? Are we attracting non-buying customers? Are we buying? Suppose I am a cafe coffee day, and am I attracting people who are have a budget of 10 rupees for the tea? Then it's the wrong customer. So conversion, so there's a concept in sales and marketing which is called as a CRO, conversion rate optimization. So how to have maximum conversion? So it starts with attracting, identifying the right TG, attracting those only, and then converting it.
And then there is amazing effectiveness at each stage.
Absolutely, Ashutosh. So, and AI is creating a very good thing. So, there are a lot of tools which are there which are supporting us, right from creating the content, running the campaigns, how to fine tune those campaigns, how to have the product market fit. Now, suppose one example which I'd like to give is most of the people complain, I have done Google Ads campaign, I have done Facebook campaign. So, what people do is they spend 2,000, 3,000, 5,000. They do it once, then they stop it. Again after some time they'll again start a campaign and again they'll stop it. See, Facebook have not understood your potential customers. So people need to understand, for Facebook to understand your customers, you need to run that campaign at least for 45 days. Yes, I'm not kidding with you. So if your budget is not there for 45 days, and you need to work very seamlessly on the Facebook or Google or YouTube, wherever you are doing paid ads, so the product market fit needs to happen. So your content has to resonate with your potential buyers. For that to happen, just running a campaign for maybe a 3 4 days or a week and then stopping it will not help you at all. So once that product market fit happens, for that also you need to create various campaigns, different types of graphics, different types of videos, different types of regions. So it's a process, Ashutosh. And for that process to happen, you need to settle down. You need to make people and the platform. See, Facebook is a machine, it's a technology. They also need time to understand. Na? So they are not God gifted. If you tell them everything is fine, these are the likely people, but it requires fine tuning. So that is what people don't have, that patience when it comes to platforms. So they need to develop that patience also. They need to develop that capability also, how to do fine tuning slowly and steadily, work out. And once the product market fit happens, okay, their content has to fit into people's requirements so that those people get attracted and those people get converted. That is there.
Basically, the algorithm needs the variables, lots and lots of variable, lots and lots of examples, so that it can hit and trial and try to get as many as better interest and the keywords you have chosen in a particular framework, and reject others. So more and more data, that means more and more better filters it can actually apply, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay, very nice. So after that, there are some like CRM.
Yeah. So CRM is the acronym which is used for customer relationship management. And CRM is the software which is there. There are a lot of softwares which are there in the marketplace. And we as a company have also been supporting small and medium business owners on identifying which CRM is most suitable for them, integrating that CRM, and also training the people on how to use the CRM. And it is a very effective tool to plan campaigns, to monitor those campaigns, and to have enhanced conversion also. So there are free CRM softwares also available which are there in the marketplace, but it takes a time, Ashutosh. There is a learning curve which is there. You need to understand how does the software work. So it is not like that, okay, you start working with MS Excel and you're master in all those things. So you need to know the formulas which are there. How's the thing places? What is the structure? How's the data moving from one place to another? And CRM will work only if you are, it's a habit. It's like if you go to a gym one day, you don't build six pack abs. But if you consistently go, consistently monitor, and then you can see the effect. So CRM also needs planning, it needs patience, it needs those monitoring, it needs to, we need to enter a lot of data into that. So whatever we are doing, okay, customers' data, the more data we give to the CRM, more the CRM will help us to plan our campaigns, to have the conversion, where to focus, which customers to focus, which customers are getting delighted, which customer are dissatisfied, where is it what we need to intervene. There are a lot of reports that we can generate. There's a lot of analysis based on the customers that we can do. So CRM is one of the most important ingredient for the sales and marketing automation.
Definitely, it actually provides regular and correct feedbacks also, because feedbacks are definitely important to if you really want to improve, right?
Absolutely.
So then there are leads and automation we already talked about. Uh, okay, and there is a question always we get: organic and paid campaigns.
Yeah. So, what I would suggest people is first of all, you should focus on organic campaigns. Organic campaigns is basically if you are able to generate leads and convert organically, then only you should go for the paid campaigns. For example, now suppose I am into the business of digital marketing training. So, in the digital marketing training, if my content which I'm posting is not attracting my TG and not converting that TG in organic way, there is very little chance it will convert into the paid way. Why? Because my content has to first reach out that TG. So normally when I joke with businesses, I normally ask them, how many numbers are there in your phone book? They say, okay, we have 2000 numbers, we have 3000 numbers in our phone book. Then I ask them, do these 3000 people know what business you are in? Do these 3000 people know what is your USP? What is it that you are best at? The second question asked is how many customers currently you have? They say, okay, suppose we have 300 customers. Then I ask them, how many of these 300 customers are referring their friends and relatives to you? What we call it as a referral marketing or maybe brand ambassadors. Those are delighted customers. Satisfied customers won't go an extra mile to do anything for you. Dissatisfied customers will go online and they'll bash you up. But it is those delighted customers which will bring you the leads directly. So, as a business owner, you should focus on delighting your customer, and it is an easy process. CRM will also help you in that. How to have those satisfied customers, how to keep them engaged, how to keep them service. That all is possible.
Okay, and I have a final question for you: interaction points with customers. Are interaction point touch points? Are they same? Touch points and interaction points.
Yeah, so touch points and interaction points are the same. See, touch points, interaction point is where you're interacting maybe either on the call or virtually with the people. Now, currently, what is happening, the advent of chatbots, Ashutosh, the chatbot has become the interaction also and touch point also. So, human intervention is also an intervention. So, interaction can be by a human or can be by a machine also. But there comes an instance where there are certain things the chatbot doesn't understand. But is it able to transfer immediately to a human being who can solve the query? So those are touch points and interaction points, Ashutosh. So they are separate actually. Why they are separate is now when a customer searches online and lands on your product or service page, that's a touch point for you. But that's not an interaction. So when the customer starts interacting with you, either by sending an email or a WhatsApp chat or a call, or a visit, those becomes the interaction points. So touch points and interaction points are different, but they can be the same in some instances.
We can say touch points are like the basic ones wherever a customer can connect with you, and interaction points are when a customer definitely connects with you.
Absolutely.
So very nice information, and we covered lots of topics. There are still lots of keywords and lots of topics around the internet and around the people's mind. So if you guys have any questions or any keywords you are actually confused with, or if you want to know how to learn all these things and want to actually grow your business, or maybe participate into someone else's business and want to be like a digital marketer, so definitely write it down in the comment, or maybe there's the website digitalmarketing.edu.in on the flashing on the screen. You can definitely go there, and there are email IDs and phone numbers. You can definitely connect with us, and if you really want us to make a particular video on some particular topic, please write it down on the comment box so that we understand what you want, so that next time we'll definitely come up with some or the other kind of better videos and better content, so that you get the value. So that's for this particular one. Mr. Yogesh, if you have anything to add
I
right
think
now.
thanks a lot, Ashutosh. Have a great time. Start learning, start enjoying,